In this video, we'll take a look at working in the UK from a social aspect. So what are the pros of working in the UK? As you may know, the UK is one of the most developed countries on earth. Due to this, it gives you an opportunity to live a very high standard of living with access to the latest technology and latest information. In addition, you also have access to the latest healthcare and latest systems of education for your kids. The UK also provides a good financial base for you to build financial stability for yourself and for your family. In addition, the UK also offers opportunities outside of work that might not be available in most other parts of the world. In addition to this, living in the UK grants you access to countries all around the UK in Europe and North Africa. You'd be able to travel to these countries at a very low price and be able to explore most of the continent without too much of an impact on your budget. So given the pros, what are the cons of working in the UK? Coming from a place like Africa, it can be quite difficult to settle into a place like the UK due to the weather. The weather here is much cooler and it rains quite a lot compared to most other parts of the world. In addition, the pace of life is normally quite fast depending on where you live, but generally is much faster than other parts of the world. You find that you'd have to work longer hours than the country where you're coming from. In addition, you'd also find that you'd have to work much harder compared to other parts of the world due to the fact that systems are very efficient and you have to account for every minute of your time at work. A high cost of living is another con that can be presented here. So depending on where you live, you can pay quite a lot of money for rent and also for food and other aspects of life. We do, however, advise that you take a look at the different rentals around the country and pick a place where you'd be comfortable to pay the rental that is required on a monthly basis to avoid this having an impact on your family life. Another con that can be presented is obviously the weather. Due to the fact that the weather is usually cold, you find yourself spending a lot of time indoors and in between buildings. And like Africa, where you get to actually explore on a daily basis and probably make more of the outdoors. So how often can you manage to travel home? There is actually no limit to the number of times that you can travel home as long as you have the leave from work that is required for you to be able to be absent from work. So how much leave time do you get in a year? When you do start working for the NES, you'll be on a 1 week on, 1 week off program, as we'll explain in the next section. Due to this, you find that you'll be entitled to 2 weeks of leave per year. However, you will find that you have free time every other week to do things that you might want to do, like travel, and also to do extra work if you'd want to.